Good afternoon and welcome back to Cooking with the Nana Lodge. I'm Karin, and today we're going to make an apple Kuchen. Kuchen is the German word for cake, so there's a million varieties of Kuchen out there, but apple's the one we're going to choose today. My cousin Dave and his wife are coming over, and we haven't seen them in many months for COVID reasons, and so one of his favorite desserts is something with apples, so that's what I'm going to make for dessert for us tonight. Let's talk through the ingredients that go into this apple Kuchen. It's a recipe I found, I don't know how many years ago. I don't even know where I found it. I was in my files of desserts when I was looking for apple desserts, and I pulled it out and went, well, let's try that. I don't have a couple of things it wanted, but we'll talk through that and see what I'm substituting, and then we'll come up with this brand new recipe, which I'll post. Ingredients for this are milk, flour, this one, yeasted variety, so we're gonna let this rise for a little bit, apples, of course, lemon, we're going to use a little bit of lemon juice so that we keep the apples from browning too much. Butter, some eggs, sugar, a little cornstarch to thicken the apples so that they don't get too watery, some salt, and then it wanted apple pie spice. Well, I don't have that on hand, but I do have cinnamon and ginger, nutmeg and cloves, and a little star anise, which I always like to add to my warm spice collection. So let's see how it all goes together. Once you've got all the ingredients in the pan, you want to warm the milk up just enough so that the butter begins to melt. You're using this to activate the yeast in the bowl with the flour, so you don't want this to get super hot or it will kill the yeast. Stir together the eggs, the flour yeast mixture, and the milk mixture thoroughly until you don't see any more lumps and it's well combined. Add the remaining flour to the bowl and stir the mixture for a minute or two until everything is well together and you've got a smooth but stiff batter. Then you're ready to take it and put it in the pan. Using a spatula, spread the batter across the bottom of the pan until it is evenly spread out and fills all the corners. Using a fork, mix together all the ingredients. The idea here is to get all the cornstarch blended in with the other dry ingredients so that it doesn't cause lumps of starch with your apples when you mix it all together. Now that the ingredients are mixed, you want to take your butter and break it into small pieces. My butter could have been just a little bit more soft to make it easier to break off the block. But you want to just mix that together with your hand, or you could use a pastry cutter if you had one. But just mix it all together until it's crumbly and ready to go. Pour the apples on top of the prepared batter and spread them out so that they evenly cover all of the batter and are laying fairly flat. It's okay for a few of them to overlap. That makes it really delicious. Next, distribute the crumb topping that you made evenly over all the apples. It won't completely cover it. You want some of the apples to be showing through. I pulled the apple Kuchen from the oven, and boy, doesn't that caramelization and that crumble on the top look just yummy. I think this turned out awesome. The apple Kuchen, or German apple cake, is finished. Just came out of the oven a little bit ago. I'm just going to let it cool for a little bit, and then we'll serve it for dessert tonight. There's a couple of ways you can finish it off if you want to do something a little bit more than just have this. You can whip some cream and put a dollop right on the top of the piece. You can serve it a la mode with a little vanilla ice cream. Either way, it's going to be delicious, even if you just eat it plain. I sure hope my cousin Dave and his wife Sue really enjoy this dessert that I've made especially for them tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time at Cooking at the Nano Clutch.